All right. I'd like to call the meeting of the Merrillville Redevelopment Special Meeting to order for Tuesday, January 24th at 6:22 p.m. Mr. Secretary, roll call, please.
All right, Mr. Hardaway. Mr. White. I am here. Madam Uselak.
Here.
And Mr. President.
Here. We have 3 members. We have quorum. Okay. Consent agendas in our packets, account payable register voucher approval for January 10th, 2023, and approval of meeting minutes from December 27th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, second by Mr. Minchuk to approve the consent agenda as presented. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Reardon, do we have any old business?
We do not, sir.
All right. Under new business, we have a letter from Mr. King.
That's correct.
Let me get to that, and I'll read that into the record. Actually, it's addressed to Mr. Rick Bella, Council President. Recommendation to approve. President Rick Bella and Town Council, the town's professional staff have reviewed the December 2022 billing for work completed at the Dean and Barbara White Community Center, and we concur Course Construction recommendation in approving payment for application number 27 to the vendors listed below in the total amount of $135,448.86. If there are any questions or if you require additional information, please don't hesitate to contact me. Sincerely, Steve King.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Minchuk, seconded by Mrs. Uzelak to approve the letter for payment for application number 27 per Mr. King's recommendation. Any further discussion? Seeing none, on finances, Joe, do we need a roll call? Roll call, Mr. Secretary.
I'm sorry. Ms. Uselak.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
3 yeses.
Motion carries. Under general orders tonight, we have one resolution. I believe that Pat and I filled, and Angie might have before she was out on sick leave. We've been talking with Holiday Corporation, and both of you folks have been on the commission long enough where you remember that we did a $4.1 million bond issue that was developer backed by Holiday Properties. The first draw they put in 96th and Massachusetts that services the Ameriplex facility. Now they're asking for an additional disbursement of $1.5 million, which Angie and Pat, Bob Swentz have been going over tirelessly.
Yes.
Mr. Reardon, any other comments on this resolution?
No, by the commission's approval, we will be authorized to bring this to closure. You know, from recent conversation, we've gone over figures representing this approximate up to $1.5 million draw, and we're honestly a meeting away from certifying that amount. That amount is in keeping with TIF parameters, and this resolution will allow staff in concert with Attorneys Fetnoff and outside attorney Pittman to bring this to close.
Okay. Any questions for Pat? And it's just as a reminder to the commission members, this bond with Holiday Properties is actually third in line. When we receive the TIF draw, we make the interest payment and debt service payment on 2 previous bond issues out at the park, and then whatever is left over, Ameriplex is allowed to draw down on. So this will eliminate that additional draw, right, Pat?
Correct.
All right. Any further discussion? Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, seconded by Mr. Minchuk to approve Resolution 22-6. Mr. Svetnov, any comments?
No comments at this time.
All right, Mr. Secretary, roll call.
Ms. Uselak.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
3 yeses.
Motion carries.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All done, Craig.